What is going on, Gem fam? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to DroppingGemsFX. You already know. My main goal is to link you guys up with advice and tips on how to take your Forex trading journey to the next level and to bring you guys along my Forex trading journey as well. Okay guys, so in this video, my main goal is to persuade you guys to look into becoming FTMO funded. So I'm not sponsored by FTMO at all, and there are other prop firms out there in the world, but I'm not going to be talking about them because I don't have any experience with them, right? I have experience with FTMO, and what I share on this channel is basically my experience and how to help you guys grow a little bit faster and get you on the right track with your Forex trading journey, right? So basically, I'm going to be giving you advice to look into becoming FTMO funded and the reasons why, right? So who is this video going to be geared towards more, right? So I'm going to be targeting really 9 to 5 traders. Those are just people who don't have, a lot of time to sit there on the charts. I would call them, passive traders. If you're taking it easy, if you're just looking at it, from either London or New York session, just getting in a couple trades, but still being profitable, right? The main goal is that I'm expecting you to be profitable. And this is also for any other trader who doesn't have a large account over $10,000 or $20,000, but again, is still profitable, understands risk management and risk reward ratio. They have a good discipline and all of that stuff, right? So if that is one of you guys out there, definitely take a look at FTMO if you never heard about it before. I'll give you a little bit of a rundown, right? So FTMO is a prop firm that will fund gifted traders given they pass their evaluation phase. Now FTMO stands for Friends That Made It Out, right? FTMO evaluation phase has 2 steps. The first is a challenge, and depending on the account size, right? These requirements mainly stay the same, but it just depends on the account size, right? So typically, you have to, for the challenge, you have to make 10% of the account size without losing 10% in the entire challenge. You have 30 days to complete the challenge, and you cannot lose more than 5% in any given day, right? As for all the account sizes, right? So obviously, if you have a $10,000 account, they expect you to make $1,000. If you have a $50,000 account, they expect you to make $5,000. $100,000 account, $10,000, right? So pretty simple, pretty easy to understand. And obviously, there's going to be something on the screen to illustrate this to you guys, right? So the second step is going to be the verification phase, and this is where you make half the profit target of the challenge with double the amount of time, right? So 60 days. And basically every other requirement stays the same. Now, provided that you pass both the challenge and the verification phase, you will be given a contract and you will become FTMO funded. So what this basically means is that the money for the account size that you went for, the money's not yours, but you can trade with that money, and that gives you leverage to make more money, right? So if you were trading with normally your own capital, $100 account, and you made, $50, which is half the account. Theoretically speaking, if you were trading with a $10,000 account and you made $5,000, which is half the account, that's your profits, right? Given, obviously they split the profits, 70% is yours, 30% is theirs. But, that's still a lot more than $50 that you made in, whatever time frame. So in a second, I'm going to transition over to the screen, and basically I'm going to break down the potential gains if you're an FTMO trader. And basically the money that you're leaving on the table, provided that you are consistent and you also have the discipline of risk management and risk to reward. Like, you have to definitely know your stuff. You have to be a consistent trader. But if you are, and you don't have a large account, just because you don't have money to put in that account, FTMO is definitely your golden ticket. So let's go over to the computer and let's look at the numbers. Okay guys, so we are back. We're looking at the laptop right now, and we are on TradingView. I'm going to use this to illustrate the numbers that I want to talk about with you guys. So, right, the pair doesn't matter. We're on DXY indice, right? That doesn't really matter. Just focus on what's on the screen right now, right? So I'm going to take all of this out. So basically, this is the FTMO financial potential breakdown, right? And like I've said 100 times in this video, right? It's a really simple hypothetical situation, but you have to be a consistently profitable trader with good risk management and risk to reward discipline, right? So if this sounds like if you need to work on this and then come back to this video and look into FTMO, do that. But if this is, something that you can put yourself in this category, definitely look into FTMO right now. It could potentially change your life, right? So look into it. But I'm going to basically be telling you why, right? So, all right, guys, so let's get right into this, right? So in this hypothetical situation, there's going to be two types of traders, right? There's going to be a passive trader and an active trader. Passive trader can take anywhere from 5 to 20 trades a week, a month. They're really, really taking it easy, taking it slow, right? So this can be those traders who also have a 9-to-5 career or 9-to-5 job, can't really put too much time towards trading, but, little by little, they're catching, movements here and there, right? And then you have the second type of trader, an active trader, right? So, provided you still may have a job on the side, but you have more time and more availability to look at the charts and catch moves and place trades. So this is, anywhere from 20 trades and up a day, a week, a month, whatever the case may be, right? So very, very simple, two types of traders, right? Another kind of constant in this hypothetical situation is the fact that you're making 50 pips, right? So you're profiting 50 pips every single day, right? So I know somebody can get into a losing streak, or you can get into a winning streak and, make more than 50 pips. But let's keep it really, really simple for this example. And we're just going to be catching 50 pips a day. Hopefully, you can do that, right? So if that's the case, if that's the case for a passive trader, right? We're going to keep the standards. We're going to keep the lot size pretty consistent, right? It's going to be one standard. Every single time you trade, once you hit 50 pips, you're going to be out of the market, right? So in that scenario, if you do that every single day, you're making $500 a day. So that means that you're making $10,000 a month gross. Now, this is not really included with the FTMO split, right? So like I said, with the split, on a monthly basis, if you choose to withdraw your money, right, you're taking home 70% of the bread, and they're taking home 30%, right? So before that split happens, you're making $10,000 a month, right? No taxes, no split, making $10,000 a month. And obviously, if you do that consistently over a year, that's an extra $120,000 that you could potentially have coming towards you just by taking, 5 to 20 trades, right? 50 pips. That's super simple. You can catch 50 pips, right? If you're a consistent trader. It's not really that hard. And also, you have a 9-to-5 and you're making an extra $120,000 a year, potentially, right? This is very, very much on the low end, right? One standard, right? You're trading with a $100,000 account. This is one standard. So this is crazy, really crazy, right? So the other scenario is a more active trader, right? A more active trader is taking anywhere from, like I said, 25 or more trades a week, a day, a month. But let's say per day they're able to catch 100 pips 100 positive pips, right? With a 1 standard lot size, right? That's gonna be $1,000 a day. So I forgot to tell you guys that I based this entire scenario off of a 20-day trading month, right? So we know that we only trade from Sunday to Friday, but there's not always moves to be made on a Sunday or every day throughout the week. So, you know what I'm saying, I averaged it out to 20-day trading month. So that's what this is, right? You make $1,000 a day for 20 days. Obviously, you have $20,000 at the end of the month before the profit split and before any taxes, right? Yearly, also before the profit split and before taxes, you're bringing home $240,000. An extra $240,000 for the year, right? So whether you have a 9-to-5 or whether you don't, that is beautiful. Extra money in your pocket to do, you know, whatever you want, invest, whatever the case may be. Now, this is only because of the capital that FTMO provides you, right? The only reason you're making this money is because you have that huge account to trade off of, right? Number one, taking a standard and not risking too much money, right? So if you're trading off of a standard and your profit or your target is 50 pips, right? You're only risking, let's say, 10 pips, max 20 pips, right? So that's $100 or $200, right? That is 0.01% of the account, right? So even if you lose a couple of those in a row, like, it's not a big deal, right? So financially speaking, it's not a big deal. You can take those losses, right? So if this was you trading with a $100 account and you're a passive trader, 9-to-5, and you're only getting 50 pips a day, that's $50, right? $50, you know, you're probably making $1,000 a month, right? And that is still good money. That is still $12,000 at the end of the day to your pockets. But the fact is, and the point is, that you can make a lot more money, right? If you're that consistent trader, you can make a lot more money. And, you know, who doesn't want that, right? The point is to get better and to build an account that you can survive off of, right? So this money right here, you can survive and like have a living off of the hard work and time that you put into this, right? Waking up for London session, trading all day, racking your brains, like all of this hard work is worth it with this payout, right? When you're putting in that work trading and you're going through the motions and you're really grinding and you're in the trenches and you're making, you know, $500 a week, maybe even $500 a month, like, that is extra money that you didn't have in your pocket before. But I feel like, you know, why would you want that and walk away from this, right? So basically, guys, I hope some of what I shared to you in this video kind of hit home and made you realize, you know, I'm a consistently profitable trader. I can potentially go down this route. The reason why I decided to do a video like this is because I had so many people coming up to me, or not coming up to me, but DMing me and texting me that because of previous videos, they've decided to either take the demo challenge for the FTMO. So yeah, something I don't think I ever mentioned. You can practice the FTMO challenge, right, on a fake account, right? But once you try the challenge for real, you obviously have to pay that refundable fee. But like I said, they were either contacting me, telling me that they started the challenge phase with a demo account, or they started the challenge phase with a real account, and they're in the process of, you know, passing the challenge phase and moving on to the verification and getting FTMO funded in the long run. And it's really like humbling to me that I can inspire you guys to, you know, elevate your trading and go down another route that could potentially make you a lot of money, right? So that's the reason why I made this video, because I want to touch more people. And you know, if you find yourself in this category, definitely check out FTMO or any other prop firm, see what they're about, see if you can pass their challenge phase and become funded, and see how your life changes, right? So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one.